This program was made possible by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
Welcome to the WCTE High School Academic Bowl. I'm your moderator, Brian O'Connor, a math professor at Tennessee Tech University. Our match today features teams from Cookeville High School and Upperman High School. Let's meet our teams. First, Cookeville High School is grades 9 through 12. Mascot is the Cavalier. The enrollment is 2,150, and the coach of the team is Eric Howard. Let's meet our team members.
I'm Erica. I'm a senior, and I love to read.
I'm Ben Luna. I'm a senior, and I'm the president of my chapter of Mu Alpha Theta.
My name is Alex. I'm a junior, and I like history.
I'm Sanjay. I'm a freshman, and I like to do math.
That's Cookeville High School. Now let's meet Upperman High School. Upperman is grades 9 through 12. Their mascot are the Bees, and the enrollment is 750. The coach of the team is Daryl White. Let's meet our team.
I'm Matthew. I'm a senior, and I'm in the Kim Club.
I'm Austin. I'm a junior. I'm in the Kim Club and the marching band.
I'm Kaylee. I'm a junior. I'm in the Beta Club.
I'm Katie. I'm a sophomore, and I'm in Mu Alpha Theta.
Thank you much. Let's meet our officials. Our scorekeeper is Janie Bassett, who's a tech graduate, a retired Putnam County teacher, and a judge for several years. Our judges, first, Marge Rios is a retired teacher from Livingston Academy, also an academic bowl team advisor there for many years. Next is Nina Lunn, who's a WCTE board member and a retired individual and family therapist. Our timekeeper is the incomparable Reggie Brown, who's the coordinator at WCTE for the Academic Bowl. All right, you've met all the good people here, and we can start our match. Teams, are you ready? Let's begin. Here's your first toss-up question. The architectural marvel, the Gateway Arch, can be found in which American city? Erica.
St. Louis.
St. Louis, correct. 10 points there. Here is your bonus question. I will give you 2 years. You name the major territorial expansion of the United States in that year. First, 1803.
The Louisiana Purchase.
Louisiana Purchase, correct. And second, 1819.
Purchase of Florida.
Florida, that's right. 10 points on each of those, 20 points on that bonus. Here is your next toss-up question. The graph of an even function of x is symmetric about what? Ben?
The y-axis.
The y-axis, that is right. 10 points there. Here is your bonus question. For 5 points each, which Roman god or goddess was, first of all, the god of healing?
Mercury.
That was Aesculapius. Second, the wife and sister of Cronus.
Rhea.
No, that was Ops. Third, the god of sleep.
Defer.
Somnus.
Somnus is right. And finally, the god of love.
Eros.
No, it's Cupid. So 5 points on that bonus question. Here's your next toss-up. What poet introduced the heroic couplet into English literature? Kaylee.
William Wordsworth.
No, can you take it, Cookeville? Ben.
Petrarch.
No, it was Geoffrey Chaucer. Next toss-up question. What is the main function of the semicircular canals in the ear, the inner ear? They maintain balance. Next toss-up question. Identify the capital city of the Canadian province of Manitoba. Ben.
Winnipeg.
Winnipeg is right. 10 points there. Here's your bonus question. The following equation represents a circle. Find the length of the radius of the circle. X squared minus 6x plus y squared plus 4y equals 12.
The square root of 37?
No, it's 5. You had fun completing the squares on that, or trying to. 5. No points on that bonus. Here's your next toss-up question. An increase in the loudness of a sound is due to an increase in what wave property? Ben?
Amplitude.
Amplitude, that is right. 10 points there. Here's your bonus question. For 5 points each, give the U.S. Postal Service abbreviation for each of the following states. First, Michigan.
MI.
Correct. Minnesota.
MN.
MN. Third, Maryland.
MD.
MD. And finally, Massachusetts.
Yeah, MA.
MA. Correct on all 4. 20 points on that bonus. Next toss-up question. This lady, known as the First Lady of Country Music, was famous for her song, Stand By Your Man. Who was she? Kaylee.
Amy Grant.
No, can you take a Cookeville?
Time.
That was Tammy Wynette. Next toss-up question. The people on this children's program include many celebrities and regular cast members. Katie.
Sesame Street.
Sesame Street. Luis, Maria, Susan, and Gordon. Sesame Street. Correct. 10 points there. Here's your bonus question. While still in his teens, an American poet of the 19th century wrote a poem on the subject of death and dying. One excerpt reads, "All that tread the globe are but a handful to the tribes that slumber in its bosom." For 10 points each, name the poem and the poet.
Nature by Thornton.
No, it's Thanatopsis by William Cullen Bryant. No points there. Next toss-up. If the sine of x is negative 4/5 and the cosine of x is 3/5, then x is an angle in which quadrant? Ben?
4.
Fourth quadrant, correct. 10 points there. Here's your bonus question. Who is the American author of each of the following works? First, The Leather Stocking Tales.
William Faulkner.
No, it's James Fenimore Cooper. And second, This Side of Paradise.
F. Scott Fitzgerald.
F. Scott Fitzgerald is correct. 10 points on that bonus. Next toss-up. Name the war beginning in 1853 that was the first major armed clash in Europe since Napoleon's defeat in 1815. Alex?
The Crimean War.
The Crimean War is correct. 10 points there. Here is your bonus question. When a bill is passed by Congress and sent to the President, what are the 3 ways the President can handle the bill? 5 points for each answer or 20 for all 3?
Veto, pocket veto, and pass it or sign it, or...
Judges, the third one is do nothing,
Yeah.
which if the President does nothing after 10 days, it becomes law. So I don't think we can accept that.
Isn't that called a pocket veto?
So 10 points on that. Pocket veto would mean a veto, unlike this where it could become law if the President does nothing. So 10 points on that bonus question. Next toss-up. 30 times 30 times 30 is what? Katie?
27,000.
27,000 is correct for only 10 points. Sorry. Here is your bonus question. For 5 points each, give the function of the word talking in each sentence. First, talking is a politician's best talent.
Gerund. Gerund.
As a part of the sentence.
Oh, subject.
Subject, correct. Second, she enjoys talking to her friends.
Direct object.
Correct. She is talking to her mother.
Verb.
Verb. And finally, by talking sense, she won respect.
Object of the preposition.
Object of a preposition. Correct all 4 parts. Very good. 20 points on that bonus. Next toss-up question. John Glenn was the first American to orbit the Earth in space. What state did Glenn represent in the U.S. Senate? Sanjay?
Ohio.
Ohio is right. 10 points there. Here is your bonus question. There are 4 perfect cubes that are greater than 50 and less than 400. For 5 points each, determine these 4 integers. For example, say 8 instead of 2 cubed. Answer.
125, 216, 343, and 512.
No, you missed the first one, 64. The other one's too big. So you got 15 points on that bonus question. Next toss-up. That's the end of our first round. Cookeville 150 and Upperman 40. We got a good match here. Come on back for our lightning round. Welcome back to the WCTE High School Academic Bowl. We got an exciting battle of Putnam County going on here with Cookeville High School and Upperman High School. At the end of the first round, Cookeville leads 150 to 40. Our lightning round categories are X marks the spot and test your IQ. And Upperman, which category would you like?
Test your IQ.
Test your IQ, and you'll have 60 seconds. I will give you a word starting with the letter I, and you respond with a synonym beginning with the letter Q. 60 seconds. Let's begin. Idiosyncrasy.
Quirk.
Isolate.
Quarantine.
Instantaneous.
Quick.
Interrogate.
Question.
Imbibe.
Pass.
Indeed.
Quite.
Irascible.
Pass.
Iffy.
Questionable.
Impractical.
Pass.
Inhibit.
Quiet.
Imbibe.
Query. Quate.
Irascible.
Queer.
Impractical.
Quizzical? No. Okay. Yeah, no. No, not that. Pass.
That's the end of the list. We have 6 correct, gives you 60 points, and brings you up to 100. The ones you missed, imbibe was quaff, Q-U-A-F-F. Irascible was quarrelsome. Impractical was quixotic, like Don Quixote. And inhibit was, it could either be quell or quench or quash. All right, now we come to Cookeville, and the categories X marks the spot. All answers begin with the prefix EX. First, a fast bus or train making few stops.
Express.
A heroic deed.
Pass.
Not essential.
What? Different.
Extra.
Having died out.
Extinct.
Extinct.
A short pleasure trip.
Excursion.
To accelerate the progress of.
Expedite.
The most distant parts of a body like arms or legs.
Okay, pass.
A game that does not count in the standings.
Pass.
To make an apology for.
Pass.
To rejoice greatly.
Exalt.
A heroic deed.
Pass.
The most distant parts of a body like arms or legs.
Extremities.
He said it. Was it in time? I did hear it. All right, you have 7 correct, gives you 70 more points and brings you 220. We will take extra instead of extraneous, but that will work, and expeditious instead of expedite. That's good. The ones you missed, a heroic deed was exploit. A game that doesn't count in the standings is an exhibition, and to make an apology for is excuse. So you got 70 points there, and our score now is 220 for Cookeville and 100 for Upperman. We can begin our final round now. Teams, are you ready to go? Let's do it. Here's your first toss-up. In the courtship of Miles Standish, she uttered those famous words, "Speak for yourself, John." What was her first name? That was Priscilla Alden. Next toss-up question. Name the book of the New Testament written by Paul that deals with Christ's priesthood, God's promise. Ben. Hebrews. God's promise to Abraham and the power of faith. Hebrews is right. 10 points. Here's your bonus question. For 10 points each, name the 2 types of glands in the human body, one type that releases hormones into the bloodstream and the other that releases into cavities in the body or its outer surface.
Endocrine and exocrine.
Endocrine and exocrine, correct. Both parts, 20 points on that bonus. Next toss-up. A patriarch is a father or ruler of a family. Spell patriarch. Ben.
Patriarch.
That's right, Patriarch, correct. 10 points there. Here's your bonus question. For 10 points each, give 2 names for a female goat.
A nanny goat, or a nanny.
And the other?
And a ewe.
Nanny and doe. So 10 points on that bonus. Next toss-up. What was the name of the first direct tax placed on the American colonies by the British? Alex.
Stamp.
The Stamp Act, yes. 10 points there. Here is your bonus question. What is the x-coordinate of the point of intersection of the 2 lines whose equations are 3x plus y equals 5 and 2x minus y equals 10?
Three.
3 is correct for 20 points. Next toss-up. What name is given to similar triangles the lengths of whose corresponding sides are in a 1-to-1 ratio?
Congruent. Oh, sorry.
Kaylee.
Congruent.
Congruent is right. 10 points there. Here's your bonus question. For 5 points each, or 20 for all 3, complete each of the following statements with the term increases, decreases, or remains the same. First, as the acidity of a solution increases, the pH value of the solution
Decreases.
decreases is right. Second, as the pOH of a solution increases, the hydrogen ion concentration
Increases.
No, it's decreases. And third, as the result of the use of a buffer, the pH of a solution,
Decreases.
no, it remains the same. So 5 points on that bonus. Here's your next toss-up question. In September 1986, Kathy Lee Smith was sentenced for her part in the drug overdose death of a prominent entertainer in 1982. Name this comic actor famous for his roles on SNL and Animal House. Kaylee.
Seinfeld.
No, can you take it up, or Cookeville? Time. John Belushi. We're getting old. Next toss-up question. Translate the following French phrase. Quelle ville est? Kaylee.
Bill Killis.
No, can you take it, Cookeville? Ben.
That is life.
No, it's what town is this? Quelle ville est? No points there. Here's your next toss-up. The Gauss is a unit used to measure the strength of what? Ben.
Magnetic field.
A magnetic field, that is right. 10 points there. Here's your bonus. 2 of its nicknames are the Old Dominion state and the mother of presidents. First, name this state.
Virginia.
Virginia is right. Second, within 1, how many U.S. presidents were born there?
Six.
No, it was 8. Didn't quite get on the tolerance there. 10 points on that bonus. Next toss-up. Correct the following sentence if needed. Neither you or Reggie is... Kaylee.
Neither you nor Reggie is.
Is correct, yes. That is correct. For 10 points. Change or to nor. 10 points there. Here is your bonus question. For 5 points each, according to the 2010 census, which 4 states have the largest population of Native Americans?
New Mexico. Oklahoma. Arizona. And where? Montana.
You got Oklahoma and Arizona correct for 10 points. The other 2 were California and Texas. 10 points on that bonus. Next toss-up. Who created the detective Sam Spade and such classics as The Maltese Falcon and The Thin Man? Time, that was Dashiell Hammett. Next toss-up. How many non-consecutive terms was Grover Cleveland president? Alex?
2.
2 non-consecutive terms. Correct. Here is your bonus question. Each of the following served as Vice President of the United States. Tell me with which president each served. First, Spiro Agnew.
Nixon.
Nixon is correct. And second, Dan Quayle.
George H.W. Bush.
George H.W. Bush, the first one, correct. 20 points on that bonus. Here's your next toss-up. Does the word urbane mean crude, hidden, or polished in manner? Alex?
Polished in manner.
Polished in manner, correct. 10 points there. Bonus question. For 5 points each, or 20 for all three, match these three phenomena with the biblical characters who saw them. First, in a furnace, 4 men.
King Nebuchadnezzar.
Nebuchadnezzar, right. Second, a handwriting on the wall.
Belshazzar.
Belshazzar. And finally, the burning bush.
Moses.
Moses, correct on all the parts, 20 points on that bonus. Here's your next toss-up. Lewis Carroll was the pseudonym of what writer? Time, Charles Dodgson. Next toss-up. Big Bend National Park is the last great wilderness area in what state? Katie?
Oh, London?
No, can you take it, Cookeville? Time, it's in Texas, and it's a great national park. Next toss-up. Each week, excerpts from the country's biggest auction houses give people, Each week, experts from the country's biggest auction houses give people appraisals on items ranging from candy dishes to pie safes. Name this popular series on PBS. Erica.
Antiques Roadshow?
Say it again.
Antiques Roadshow?
Antiques Roadshow. That is right. 10 points there. Here's your bonus question. For 5 points each, name 4 of the 6 categories in which the Nobel Prize is awarded. That's the time, the end of our match. Cookeville wins at 390 to Upperman 135. Lots of points scored, teams. Thank you much.
This program was made possible by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.